Hi there and welcome back to Footy Hour. The signing period is often termed as a battle before the actual battle, with clubs looking to strengthen their squads, thereby showcasing the blueprint of their ambition for the upcoming season. The signings window, just like any Bollywood movie, always showcases multiple emotions like joy, happiness, sadness, drama, thrill, all of which makes it even more excitable to follow. It captures the imagination of the footballing community, and the element of what will happen next is an icing on the cake. With the signings heating up, let's look at the top 10 signings of the summer so far in Europe's top leagues. Number 10, Christian Pulisic. Christian Pulisic joined Chelsea for a £57 million deal from Borussia Dortmund. The 20-year-old American footballer is comfortable playing as a winger or an attacking midfielder and proved to be instrumental for Dortmund during their rollercoaster ride in the 2018-2019 season, almost culminating them in being crowned German champions. Pulisic possesses speed, an incredible work rate. He currently averages over 10.2 kilometers per game and a fearless willingness to take on his marker in one-on-one situations that would put his avatar on FIFA to shame. Those are highly sought after attributes in wide players. He now moves to Chelsea to try to fit in the shoes of Eden Hazard as Chelsea's only signing. His key strengths being dribbling and finishing being his strength, just like Eden. A tall order awaits him next season to prove himself. Number 9, Diego Godin. The Uruguayan professional footballer left Atletico Madrid, joining Inter Milan after signing a 3-year contract deal on a free transfer. The 33-year-old has established himself as one of the best defenders in the world of football during his 9-year stint, who have consistently been one of the best sides in European football in that time. Godin won the La Liga title with us in 2014, reaching the Championship League final the same year and again 2 seasons later, losing to Real Madrid on both occasions. He also played his part in their Europa League final victory. The move to Inter means he will reunite with his former defensive partner Miranda, who made the same move for Madrid 4 years ago. The explosive centre-back could help Inter challenge the Juventus 8-year dominance in Serie A. Number 8, Mats Hummels. Mats Hummels is a German professional footballer who plays as a central defender. Hummels has moved to Borussia Dortmund for the second time in his career. Dortmund, known for their impressive deals, signed the defender for €34 million. Dortmund have secured the long-term services of a defender with rare versatility. No centre-back has quite the same breadth of skills as the man who wears the number 5 shirt for Germany. His addition to the team could help solidify the team's defense. His aerial duel prowess could help Dortmund, who are lacking tall players to score during corners and aerial balls. Statistically, there is little to say for Hummels' passing ability. This season, for example, he only has an 83.5% pass completion rate. However, the passes he attempts are much more ambitious than those attempted by his many peers. He is very much a playmaker, doubling as a defender. When in possession, he is comfortable directing the play, while others like Gerard Piqué and Holger Badstuber are very skilled on the ball. Neither have ever performed in the deep playmaking role quite like Hummels has. It should, however, be noted that this season, the Dortmund man has let the midfielders take on more ball-playing duties around the midfield line. Perhaps this is to ensure he is not caught out of position if the ball is lost. Still, if and when he is needed to make a dribble into the attacking half or play an accurate ball forward, Hummels can deliver the goods with utmost class. Number 7, Adrien Rabiot. Adrien Rabiot was officially unveiled by his new club, Juventus. As a young, homegrown player from the Paris suburbs, Rabiot has had strong symbolic importance to PSG, and despite facing competition for a starting place from Thiago Motta and Marco Verratti, the elegant left-footed midfielder gradually eased his way into the starting 11 over the seasons. In PSG's 4-0 win over Barcelona in the Champions League last 16th in February 2017, Rabiot was a star performer. At one point in the match, he managed to tackle and nutmeg Lionel Messi in the same fluid movement. He was part of the team that capitulated 6-1 in the return leg, but it was the side's senior players and coach Unai Emery who copped most of the flack. At PSG, Rabiot was used mainly as a central midfielder, but he can also play in a more defensive role as either a single or double pivot. The Frenchman is perhaps most suited to play in a central midfield trio as a deep-lying playmaker responsible for progressing the ball from defense into attack. Rabiot's confidence to join Juventus, a team made up of skillful midfielders the likes of Pjanic, Douglas Costa and Khedira, shows his determination to fight for the first team position. Number 6. Aaron Ramsey. The Arsenal player has moved to Juventus on a free transfer. The Welsh player will be lining up with the Italian champions after Arsenal refused to renew his contract. He never had the chance to prove his qualities due to a big injury blow that would affect his whole career on a few occasions, but he has always been known as a huge talent. The talent is still there, but he is already a grown 28-year-old man. He should have been playing to his potential by now, but that hasn't quite happened yet. He wasn't always first choice under Arsene Wenger, and neither is he under Unai Emery. Being described as a box-to-box midfielder, he now has scored 61 goals and assisted 64 in 355 appearances for Arsenal. His most valued qualities are his late runs into the box and his creativity. His ball control and key involvements are the reason for him to receive interest from so many clubs. He is a threat when his team counterattacks, and no matter his position, he loves to cut inside. Ramsey is pretty adaptable and could quickly fit into a lot of formations. He reaches his potential either as a number 10 for Wales or as a box-to-box midfielder for Arsenal. Number 5. Daniel James. The Red Devils have made their first signing of the season by signing 21-year-old Daniel James. Injuries have been a constant issue for United in recent seasons, with too many injury-prone players acquired over time. Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took the hit near the end of the campaign as he rarely had a fully fit squad. This aspect ties in with the risk posed by James, as again, the chances of failure in regard to the transfer appears slim. Ability-wise, James has a lot of potential. He's one of the fastest players and appears to have a game that is molded around that. The youngster is direct with the ball and regularly turns opponents inside out when engaging in offensive duels with them. He averaged over 7 dribbles per 90 minutes in the championships this season, which is more than any United player in the Premier League with the exception of Rashford. Also, in relation to his pace, this obviously poses a serious threat to opposing teams on the break. Solskjaer has demonstrated a preference, particularly against top opponents, to attack on the counter by moving from A to B very quickly. A player with the sheer quickness of James could compensate this approach gently, as he is able to carry the ball over long distances. Before, Frenkie de Jong. De Jong signed for Barcelona from Ajax after a deal of 75 million euros was signed. With Johan Cruyff's influence clearly evident, there isn't a player out there that fits the DNA of Ajax, Barcelona and the Netherlands like Frenkie de Jong. De Jong enjoyed a standout season with Ajax this year, playing a pivotal part in their league triumph as well as their unexpected journey to the Champions League semi-finals. The 22-year-old was named Man of the Match by UEFA during the Nations League semi-finals against England. He made more touches, more passes, more tackles and more interceptions than any other player on the pitch during the game. The signing comes as no surprise at all, seeing how Barcelona do need a long-term replacement for Sergio Busquets, as he is the only clear-cut defensive midfielder in the team, and Frenkie being an absolute monster on the ball. This seems to be like a match made in heaven. Funnily enough, De Jong's most prominent trait is not his passing, even though the Catalan sides take that stat as the most important one. The thing that really stands out when it comes to his skill set is actually his dribbling. Only last season, Frankie completed 54 out of 58 dribbles, which resulted in a realistic rate of 3.12 successful ones per 90 minutes played. What's even more encouraging is the fact that he does this everywhere and with more or less the same results. 3. Luka Jovic. The first Comunicado Oficial of this summer's shopping list was released on 4th June 2019. Luka Jovic signed for Los Blancos on a reported fee of 60 million euros. Jovic becomes the second player to be signed after Zinedine Zidane's return to the Spanish capital and under club president Florentino Perez's revamped model. The highlight of Jovic's career so far has to be the 2018-2019 season. He scored 27 goals and assisted 7 times throughout the season in different competitions. On 17th of April 2019, Frankfurt exercised their right to sign Jovic on a permanent basis from Benfica. On 4th June 2019, Real Madrid finalized the deal to bring the Serbian international to the Madrid capital. Jovic fits the term of a lethal striker in front of the goal, a position that was a miss from the Real Madrid squad in the 2018-2019 season. Sergio Aguero and Robert Lewandowski are a few strikers who are grouped as lethal strikers. Even with half a meter of space, they would register an attempt on target. Jovic's preferred foot is the left foot and possesses the ability to score in a single touch. Lining up with Hazard and Benzema, the three are set to bring the best out of each other. Manchester United have agreed on a fee with Crystal Palace for the signature of full-back Aaron Wan-Bissaka for 50 million euros. On paper, it does seem like the Red Devils have overspent on a player that has played just one full season in the Premier League. However, the situation at right back has been a cause for concern. In that sense, this is not a bad signing, ignoring the price tag talk. Ashley Young, a converted fullback, was really struggling, and Dalot, whose United signed last summer, is still taking his time to adjust to new surroundings in England. With Wan-Bissaka looking set to arrive and set over the right back spot, we can expect defensive solidity and poise from him week in, week out, which is something Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and his men could do with. The Belgian footballer, known for his creativity, speed, dribbling and passing, signed for Real Madrid for a fee of over 100 million euros. What Hazard would bring is unpredictability and clinicalness in front of the goal. That is something that has been sorely missing ever since the summer departure of Cristiano Ronaldo. What makes Hazard so difficult to defend is the aggression in which he attacks with. Rarely will you see him hesitate in uncertainty. Just when defenders think they have set a barricade and ease their defensive stance, Hazard shifts into full gear and starts his waltz into dangerous possessions. He catches defenders napping consistently. Once he decides to get into the box, there's not much you can do to stop him. Set to fill the gap left by Cristiano Ronaldo, he has a tall order before him. Which among the top 10 are you most eager to watch play? Thank you for watching. Till next time. Bye.